Welcome to Mother-Daughter Projects. I'm Steph. A few years ago, we installed this enclosed blade fan in my office. This fan was made by Style, and since that time, we've also installed one at Mom's house in her sewing room. Right before we started building the wall-mounted ceiling train track in my Lego room, we decided we wanted to install this fan in there because we didn't want to have to deal with the blades getting in the way, and we wanted to drop the fan down by 18 inches for better air circulation. We found the exact same fan that we had previously used, but now it's sold under the Home Decorators collection, which is owned by the Home Depot. You'll notice the fan has some decorative arms, which are optional, and we'll not be installing those. I unboxed the fan and got to work. It comes with a short down rod, but we bought a longer one in the fan section of the Home Depot. So I removed the top part and attached the longer rod to the fan. I followed the instructions and then reassembled the top part of the rod. The remote control and the receiver have dip switches that need to be in the same order for the remote to work. I made sure this was different from the fan in my office. The wiring comes longer than you need, so I started by cutting it to length of the ground wire and stripped each with our self-adjusting wire strippers. I prepped the wires, turned off the power at the junction box, and took down the old fan. It was at this point that I realized the ceiling fan box was 3 inches, but the new fan bracket needed a 4-inch box. This is nothing new, as we actually ran into this with the 2 other fans we also installed. We found the 4-inch box in the ceiling fan accessory section of the Home Depot. I unscrewed the cover, removed the hardware, and knocked out one of the 3 cable holes. I simply removed the old box and put the new box in place and traced a circle around it so I knew how much drywall I needed to take out. Drywall is pretty messy, so I had to set up some plastic here to contain the mess, which means you're not going to be able to see what is happening here, but basically I'm using our DeWalt multi-tool to cut out the circle that I just traced. And now the box fits. I secured it to the 2x4 in the ceiling. Now the bracket that came with the fan fits perfectly. The fan slips right into the bracket, and next it was time to attach the wires. It comes with wire nuts, but I'm not going to use those because we recently discovered Wagyu connectors, and all you do is simply place the wires that connect to each other in these compartments and lock them down with the orange tab. There are 3 grounds, so I'm going to use the 3 connector Wagyu for that. Here are all the wires connected, and the one wire that has a wire nut is actually not going to be used here because this fan is remote controlled and we don't need that extra wall switch. The hardest part might be shoving all of this into the box to make sure it's nice and flat, but I got it to work and turned the power back on, and the fan works perfectly. We now have 3 of these fans among our 2 homes, and I would highly recommend these to anyone. They provide lots of light, good fan coverage, and despite what you might think, they do not collect a lot of dust. But if you want to know how to dust one, I'll put a link to that video below where we did clean the one in my office. If you like this video, be sure to give us a big thumbs up, and don't forget to visit us at motherdaughterprojects.com.